Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I'm here to talk about some wrestling news now, so we're going to get right into it here. So the first thing I'll talk about is CM Punk and WWE. So apparently, there's been much of rumors, people saying, oh, CM Punk's going to return to WWE. There's talks, but according to Fightful Select, they're not talking, according to people in the company, according to Fightful Select. So, yeah, let's get into the article here. So, CM Punk and WWE are not talking, according to people in the company. So, fans hoping to see CM Punk back in WWE may need to prepare themselves to wait longer to see him back in the company following his AEW release. As previously noted last week, there were conflicting reports on whether Punk and WWE were in talks to see him make a return. The original report noted a deal hadn't been reached, but the two sides were in talks, with Punk intending to make a return. So Survivor Series, as you know, was next month in Chicago, which was speculated to be a possible return date for him. But Sean Ross Sapp at Fightful Select reported that people who have heard from him, Punk, is not planning to return to WWE. One higher up in WWE noted any reports of CM Punk signing with WWE are completely false, and additionally, as of October 10th, the claim internally is that WWE is not in conversation with CM Punk about a comeback. There were several in the company that wanted to make that clear for fans expecting to see him at Survivor Series this year. So also, WWE sources are adamant that the two sides are not currently talking. One source noted a previous report about Punk sending feelers to WWE's accurate, and believes Punk was wanting to see if they would approach him. Several wrestlers in WWE asked officials about the rumors this past week and were told that for now he wasn't coming back to the company at this time. Regarding the teases on television, the higher up and top WWE talent said, quote, they're sure that most of them are not clear beforehand and might be wrestlers doing it themselves, with the WWE talent saying they might even be doing it to get under CM Punk's skin, end quote. So, this is a report as of now, but I honestly don't believe it. I think it's bullshit. I think it's bullshit. They're saying every CM Punk catchphrase in the book, Nakamura him to go to sleep. They're not doing this just for no reason. I mean, they're not going to walk around saying we signed CM Punk. They're not just going to say that. I think they're lying, but why would they say anything? They want it to be a surprise, instead of just saying, oh yeah, we've signed CM Punk. CM Punk's going to be back at Survivor Series. Well, we know he's going to come back. I mean, it's inevitable. It's going to happen. So, of course they say that. They're not going to ruin a big surprise return. So, that's really all to say about CM Punk regarding that. Tony Khan talked about some stuff regarding AEW. He says that AEW Dynamite will get at least 30 minutes commercial free. Could be more than that. He says Warner Bros. Has been more supportive than ever with AEW via the Dan Le Batard show. So it looks like at least 30 minute free. 30 minutes commercial free. First 30 minutes commercial free. So he talked about their attendance being, and AEW being, quote, cold. He says perception is strong for AEW worldwide. Pay-per-view numbers are through the roof. I've seen more positive momentum, more positive feedback about AEW in the last 24 hours than I had in several weeks. Is the positive momentum in the room with you, Tony? He's so good at not answering the question he's given. Like, I swear, he doesn't just answer the question. I don't really see it's just, I don't know if it's cold, they're just not having any momentum. At least in my opinion. So Tony Khan on CM Punk, quote, lunging at him in a threatening manner. He said he doesn't want to talk about it, and then puts over the All In show and the milestone set by the company. So he's really good at saying, I don't want to talk about it. Why go on a show and they ask you a question like, nah, I don't want to talk about it. I mean, and he was asked if he was really scared for his life with the media or with the incident. He said, yeah, I was scared as hell for a moment there. I feel like he may regret that statement. Unless CM Punk really went that crazy. That would be interesting. So, Booker T on the Hall of Fame podcast said CM Punk, he didn't just leave WWE, he got fired from WWE. He didn't just leave AEW, he got fired with cause. What value does a person like that bring to your company? Obviously, he's talking about CM Punk if he were to come back to WWE. I mean, he's also toxic. I mean, he has a point. He's good. He's a damn good entertainer in the ring. I don't know. But it's not surprised he said this, though. But I feel like WWE would have him on good behavior. Honestly. Ric Flair said, I want to wrestle again right now. Isn't it crazy? I don't know why anyone would pay to see that. It's like that SpongeBob thing with the old man. How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? Somebody put... Jesus Christ. He's like 70, dude. I don't know why he wants to wrestle again right now. Please don't. Please don't. That's all I have to say. So, AEW's Tony Khan sends a message to WWE's Triple H and Shawn Michaels regarding the NXT and AEW shows tonight. And Tony Khan really believes he's one of the boys, which makes this funny. Tony Khan, you're not him, sir. Hate to break it to you, Mr. Khan. You're not him. So, Raw's pretty stacked for next week. You got a Falls Count Anywhere match between Ricochet and Nakamura, Rhea Ripley versus Shayna Baszler, Intercontinental Championship, the Ring General Gunther versus Big Bronson Reed. Yeah, we had to make sure his name was Big Bronson Reed. And then we got the Judgment Day. We got Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn or Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso versus the Judgment Day, which obviously is not going to be Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso. Well, we've never seen that match before. Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre is set for WWE Crown Jewel. So that should be a good match there. Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre. Carlito has returned to WWE as a full-time member of the SmackDown roster. So Carlito's back as a full-time member of the roster. Love to see it. So Brian Pillman Jr. is going to have a new name in WWE, Lexis King, per PW Insider. So it's an honor to his sister and his mother. That's why it's his name. Changing his name. So, yeah, that's going to be his new name. It's like an honor to his mother and sister. So, I get it. Like, I know people will look at it and say, oh, he should say AEW or something, but they weren't going to use him. And it's an honor to his mother and sister. That's why he's changing his name. Bobby Rhodes removed from the active WWE roster per PW Insider, but he will be backstage at Raw working as now a producer. But he's been doing great as a producer, and he just recently had like a neck surgery, so that wouldn't surprise me. If he just wants to do that. So per PW Insider, Triple H is in full control of WWE Creative. Vince McMahon no longer involved. I pray for times like this. Good, because you see how the show's been doing recently. Raw's been the best weekly program for the last few weeks. You see, like, they're using Ciampa, Gargano's now, DIY's back. How they're using Big Bronson Reed, Gunther. This feels like the Triple H has his handprints on the show, featuring the women more. It just feels like, Triple H's handprints all over the show, and that Vince McMahon may actually no longer be involved, Triple H may no longer, Vince McMahon may no longer actually be backstage and creative. So, so that's really all I have to say for this video. Rick Booth says he can't talk about his WWE release until non-compete clause expires. He's non-stop talked about it though. But, who cares? That's really all I have to say for this video though, so until next time, Peace.